hopefully the sound and the view is good enough, because I've got a different helmet on and I've not checked the mic. This could be a disaster, but if not, welcome back to Adventure Rider UK. And you may notice some subtle differences, one being that this no longer says Triumph on it, because we're on a Kawasaki, stating the obvious. But yeah, for the eagle-eyed amongst you, this is my new Kawasaki ZZR14, and I bloody love it. Oh, bit of gravel, some sticks, good God, everything's trying to kill me. More gravel. So yeah, myself and Kris both got new motorbikes, well, new to us. I wanted a Kawasaki ZZR for basically my entire life since I left school, and watching some of the motovlogs on YouTube, goblin rides and stuff, I was very put off from getting one, because I thought, is it too much bike for me? So just a quick note, I don't really know what's going on with this bike. So on the V5 it states that it's a ZX14R, which is the American Ninja. It says ZX14 FCF, so it's 198 brake horse, and it's the 1441 engine. It's a 2012. So yeah, if anybody knows, because I thought that it was only the performance sports that had that horsepower, but this one has special performance written on the logbook. Again, not entirely sure what that's all about, but either way, I bloody love it. Affectionately nicknamed Black Betty. So I'll be riding her for this summer, and then putting her away in winter, and whilst she's in paddock, I'll be doing all the trick bits that I'm planning on doing. So I've just fitted, you won't be able to see it I don't think in this shot, but I've just fitted the Diamond Race tank quick filler, which is just really neatened up the tank filler, because the one that was on it wasn't in the best of nick. So as I said, the bike's a 2012, it's one owner from new, and he did next to no miles for the last 12 years. So yeah, it wasn't used at all for the last 12 months. So I bought it with no MOT, and it was sawn. So a little bit of a risk really from my point of view, but it was like covered in dust, almost looked like a barn find when I collected it. So yeah, I've cleaned it up. It came up mint, a couple of alarm marks on it, but as I say, I'll be doing it up this winter. So yeah, just need to figure out what I'm doing with exhausts and stuff like that, whether I'm going to put a full system on or just end cans, excuse me. So far, absolutely love it. I've just put some Bridgestone, what are they? And it's an absolute weapon. So yeah, I I was planning on coming away from the channel, because with it being called Adventure Rider UK, I didn't really think it was adventure bikes. As you can see, you can get yourself into a little bit of trouble on this. Thankfully, it's got some good big brakes on it. But yeah, I was planning on coming away from the channel, leaving Kris to do his off-road stuff. I sold my ZZR1400. I sold the Tiger. I just felt like I was going to end up hurting myself, and unfortunately I've got a job which requires me to carry some level of fitness, and I just basically, if I came off, injured myself and had a fair bit of time out, I would stand to lose quite a lot of money, so wasn't prepared to do that. And I thought, I've got, you know, wife and kids to look after, so I need to be a bit more sensible. So I vlogged the off-road bikes and the off-road bike and the Tiger, and I just thought I'll get myself a ZZR and just see what they're like, and I was pleasantly surprised to see that they're not as crazy as everybody makes out. Yes, you can go nuts on it, you know, I mean, any motorbike that's over 150 brake horse, or even lower than that, to be fair, you can get yourself in trouble on any motorbike. But yeah, it's a kitten. So that's Kris on his new motorbike. We'll pull up shortly and we'll have the crack and show you around them both. Not really two bikes that you would put together on a ride, really. Yobbo! But yeah, I've been really impressed with this. It's got, obviously you can change the power settings on it. I think knocking it in low power mode takes it down 25% or something like that, and it's got 3 levels of traction control and anti-wheelie and that before you turn it off. So currently I'm in full power traction control level 2. I just found that level 2 is a little bit more forgiving on these Lake District roads with a bit of gravel and all the rest of it, so, and you still don't really notice a massive difference on the power. As you can see, it's got plenty of pickup. That was just a 5th gear roll on. Absolutely awesome bit of kit. We're just going to head down into Coniston and drop down to the Bluebird Calf, see if we can't get us. In fact, we'll go to Herdwick's because the Bluebird might be mental today, and if you turn up on a motorbike, Herdwick's give you 10% off, which is a bit of a bonus in my book. because that's 10% more fuel for bike. So yeah, when I picked the bike up, it was in a bit of a sorry state. The guy was quite short, and so he'd put lowering dog bones on it and a lower seat, and it just hadn't used it. It's only done 10,000 miles and it's a 2012, so it was begging to be used and abused. So I got it back home. Obviously I'm no short ass, so I put a new seat on it rather than the lowered seat, and the standard dog bones back on, which made a hell of a difference for the ride on corners and stuff like that. And then I thought I'd best address the tyre situation. I had a set of Maxxis tyres on, and they were fitted by the looks of the MOT in 2015, and that was the last set of tyres it had on it. So nearly 10 years of tyres were on, and the date stamp on said tyres was the 42nd week of 2014, which, yeah, as you can imagine, they were dry and crispy. So this is Herdwick's Cafe in Coniston, and we'll just head in here for brewski. Yeah, long time no see. So as I was saying before, me and Kris both got new bikes, and they couldn't have been more opposite ends of the spectrum if we'd have tried. So I've got the ZZR14, and Kris has got a snow dog, the old Husky. What is it? 701? 701. Husky 701. Oh, snazzy bit of kit. You're in the KTM, renowned for breaking down. So yeah, I thought we'd just do a little short video really, just a quick shakedown on both bikes, but no doubt Kris will be out on the fells falling off his bike, and I'll do something on mine, hopefully not fall off.
I'll be on the fells.
I'll be on the fells, because this is about as off-road as that bike is going to get. So yeah, mint. So keep an eye on the channel for some upcoming videos. There'll be a review of my bike, or a short-term review, just go through bits and shits on that, and no doubt Kris will be doing some videos of adding more expensive parts to his.
Yes sir.
So if you like these sort of videos, off-road or on-road, whatever you fancy, do give us a like and subscribe if you don't mind, that'd be awesome, and we will catch you at the next one. Ta-da.